Welcome back to Wojo's Greenhouse and Garden Center here in Ortonville. I'm George, and it is a beautiful summer day. School is out, and now it's time to think about how you can continue to beautify your landscape. I like to use the term color your world at Wojo's. I'm standing out in the tree and shrub pavilion near some of our products here. These happen to be reduced right now, but for rose care. Folks wonder, how can I make my rose plant look nice? We know that during the summertime it may be attacked by certain insects, especially the Japanese beetles. It also needs some fertilizing, and many of our products have that already built into them. Systemically, you can water them with this product, and that it helps to take up into the roots that fertilizer, insecticide, and miticide that you might need to keep the plants healthy. So we want to talk about proper care of plants, and also we're going to go around and show you some of the special plants we have for you to color your world. I now have moved out to the area of our knockout roses. These are a very popular variety of rose. More gardener friendly, they need less winter protection, they're more disease resistant. We also have the beautiful hybrid teas, Floribundas, grandifloras, that need a little bit more attention, a little bit more gardening. You've probably heard me say before, my grandfather on Staten Island, New York, grew champion roses, but he had time to tend those roses and keep them looking nice. For those that don't have that time, we have the knockout roses. We also have some of the oh-so-easy roses in this area, and behind me some of the floral carpets. These are much easier to take care of, but as you can see, they do provide that special accent, that special color that you want. We're going to move next to some shade shrubs. Thank you, Russell, for coming and following me into our shade area in the tree and shrub area. In this area, we have predominantly the hydrangeas that prefer that shady spot, the east side of a house. In the blue pots, we see the Endless Summer series, the original Endless Summer. We have the new Bloomstruck. This is the new variety within that Endless Summer collection. We have the Twist and Shout also with the lace cap leaf flower. Back here we have the Annabelle hydrangeas. Behind me, going down here, the rhododendron, azaleas, and holly. These like an eastern exposure. The plants do better in that eastern exposure. They thrive, and that's why we have them here. It helps us take care of them a little bit easier. We're also going to be moving our Japanese maples into this shade area as the summer progresses. We don't want the hot sun to scorch the leaves. We want to keep the trees healthy. So with that, we're going to move from this area into our perennials and show you some awesome color there. We are now in the perennial area, and it's a special area, especially this month. June is the month for the perennials, annual perennial month, so that we're here in the color that Lisa and her staff have put together. Zach, growing it in the back, has done an exceptional job. On these display tables, we see the essence of what you're able to do in your landscape. What they're trying to do is provide different color combinations to let you see how these plants can go together and look very, very attractive. So we have a table over here. Over in this area, we have another representation of different colors and how they come together. We're going to switch over here. Some dynamic colors with the vibrant purple against the white, and the softer purples makes a very special landscape. Over here, some of the plants that are now in their beautiful splendor, and over here a few more that have come in to display. We have our plants divided by shade area and sun area, so that when you come in here, our staff is able to take you to that area to pick out the plants that bloom special for that location. Also, we have information on our signage, and our staff also is there to share with you the blooming cycle, which ones bloom early, which ones bloom mid-season, and which ones will bloom later. So with that, our perennial area, this being again National Perennial Month, come on in and see us. We'll move now into annuals. We have now moved into the area of our greenhouse, and I wanted to highlight and share some information about impatiens. Impatiens 2 years ago took quite a rap. There were disease issues, and the climate that spring was exceptionally warm, and then we had a roller coaster effect that led to environmental conditions in which this fungus grew rapidly within the impatiens. A lot of greenhouses chose not to grow impatiens, but here at Wojo's, where part of our mission statement is to grow healthy plants for our guests, we pride ourselves in sharing with our guests healthy plants. We didn't stop growing impatiens. Last year we grew impatiens. Our guests that took them home, to our knowledge, didn't have any issues. We had no impatiens returned last year. We're now selling them again this year. For those people that want the tried and true impatiens, we have them here for you. We also have, as was described, the alternatives to the impatien plant. We also have those here for you also. We found that 2 years ago, part of the cause was a grower in the area that sold diseased plants. We knew in February that he had an issue in his greenhouse, and that's a lot of where these diseased plants came from. Here at Wojo's again, we grow our own plants. They are healthy, and we're continuing to grow them because we want to provide our guests with that opportunity to keep the long-term established color that they're used to with the impatiens. We're now going to move into another area to show more color here in our annuals. Thank you, Russell, for following me to another area of color within our annual area. Folks wonder, how do the plants stay fresh? If you had plants that were here the 1st of May, what happened to those plants? Well, the answer is they were sold. And Wojo's continues to grow new fresh plants for the rest of the summer. If you come in here in July or August, you're going to get relatively fresh plants. You're not going to get the plant that didn't sell in May and June. You're going to have fresh plants that we continue to grow. So our growers are working with the seeds right now and the cuttings to ensure that we're going to have healthy and beautiful plants for you as the summer goes on. We still have vegetables here at Wojo's. Come and color your world here. We're excited to see you. See you soon.